And that's the thing about throwing something on the internet or on YouTube especially, you can always expect someone to come in and fact check the hell out of it. Maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit grayer, but still has that picture perfect Disney princess sound that we all fell in love with at the beginning. And just, oh, she's so good. Hello everyone, I'm Marc Daniel Patrick. Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Let's get right into some comment reactions from last week's video, which was the new Netflix film that is coming this fall. It's a new musical titled Tick, Tick, Boom. I'm sure a lot of you have not heard of this musical and have no idea what I'm talking about. But this film is going to star Andrew Garfield and Vanessa Hudgens and is directed by the one and only Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm telling you, it's going to be a hit. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll throw that link up top. Go check that one out as well. Our first comment comes to us from Joshua Klein, who says, correction, Garfield's Oscar nomination, while in the same year as Silence, was actually for Hacksaw Ridge. So obviously swing and a miss on my part for that one. He was nominated for an Oscar, at least I got that part right. And that's the thing about throwing something on the internet or on YouTube especially, you can always expect someone to come in and fact check the hell out of it. Sometimes it drives me insane. Sometimes ones like this, I actually want to know when my research is way the hell off. So that one, thank you so much, Joshua, for coming in with that one. Our next comment is from Doug Klein, who says, Tick, Tick, Boom in many ways, song for song, is as good or better than Rent. I just hope they can do it justice. You know, we don't need to compare the two. They're great. I would say Tick, Tick, Boom is obviously the lesser known, much lesser known musical. So I will say I'm glad they're finally putting a spotlight on it and getting it out there and making it a little bit more known. But to say it's better than Rent, song for song, I don't know. I think Rent would still take it musically, but and talking about doing it justice, look, you've got Lin-Manuel Miranda behind it, who's the musical theater nerd we all need these past couple of years. So I'm hoping he's going to be the one who's really going to pay homage to Jonathan, pay great respect to this musical, and is going to pull it off incredibly well. And with the unlimited resources that Netflix and Ron Howard gives you in making this film, I think he's going to do all right. But thank you, Doug, so much for that comment. So for this week, I need to get back to one of my favorite musical theater performers of all time. She hasn't made an appearance on this channel in quite a few months, so we need to fix that today. And what better way to do that than a Seth Rudetsky concert series? I mean, he's been doing these all pandemic long, and it's kind of, for any musical theater fan, it's a bit of a saving grace, right? You've got some George Salazar, Shoshana Bean, Lea Salonga did one as well. I think Audra McDonald had one as well. There's a number of stars who've joined him in this concert series. So I felt like this is the best way to get to, some more recent Lea Salonga content. And she's also performing one of my favorite Disney songs of all time. So this is Lea Salonga, accompanied by Seth Rudetsky with Part of Your World.
What is it?
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything?
Okay, just before they look, Seth, oh my God, some people just live and breathe musical theater and live and breathe music. And Seth is one of those enigmas who just, I was always so jealous of those people who can just, they can sit down at a piano and play anything you want them to. Sure, Part of Your World, maybe he's played it 1,000 times before, but look at the start of that. Lea just gives him the opening key. She just starts singing it in a key that is comfortable for her. He immediately finds it, right? He's starting to find, trying to play it for her, trying to start the accompaniment on his end. Once she gives him the key, he jumps up and finds it. And it's just, oh, it's so annoying that people can do that. But it's also so entertaining and incredible that these people exist who could just play anything off the top of their head. Thankfully, Seth is just one of those geniuses for us here.
Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you'd think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are.
Sorry, I keep watching Seth here. I'm sorry, but we could go back and play that again because Lea just sounds incredible. Look at him, even on that left hand. You can't see much of the piano in the shot, But look, even on that left hand, he's still searching. He's searching for where the key, he knows what key we're in. He knows sort of approximately where the notes are going. Now he just needs to find the chord to get behind it. And you can see him just frantically searching for it, but finds it quite well. Seth. He's so good. Anyways, okay, yeah, I promised we would rewind. So let's go back a little bit here and just get that opening.
You want thingamabobs? I got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see him dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you won't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down a, what's that word again? Street.
How does she, this many years later, how does she still sound exactly the same? She still sounds so incredibly perfect, and is such a Disney, she'll always be such a Disney princess, right? Like, it's just maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit grayer, but still has that picture perfect Disney princess sound that we all fell in love with at the beginning. And just, oh, she's so good.
Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend the day warm on the sand? Betcha on land they understand, but they don't reprimand their daughters, bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand and ready to know what the people know. Asking my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above?
Oh, she's so expressive in everything she does, and I love that. You know, it's so musical theater. The sound, the quality of the sound she brings, her vowel placement, it's all so incredibly musical theater, and you gotta love her for it. You know, I harp on it and say it all the time on this channel, but it can't be said enough that your vowel placement when you're performing, especially in musical theater, is so incredibly important to give it that classic quality sound that you're looking for. The example for her is on the word world, right? She says it so many times in this number, but when she sings it, she's elongating her jaw. She's opening that vowel, turning it almost into an A sound, resonates and gives you that sound you're looking for. And you wouldn't believe how many musical theater students don't have that proper technique. Or there's a lot of maybe different pop stars that start to sing classic musical theater songs, and it'll drive you insane because it just, pronounce the word, will you? Anyways, I harp about that all the time on this channel, but Lea is one of the ones who you can always depend on to give you that perfect diction and the perfect vowel placement to get out that perfect sound.
Out of the sea, wish I could be
So adorable.
part of that world.
Look at that.
She got the job.
And look at it, finishing on that world. You can see how perfectly placed that jaw is. There's no tension there. You're not trying to create any strain or any stress in it, but it's just perfectly placed and rounds out that sound so well. That's really good. You would wonder, it begs the question of how she never played Ariel. I mean, I guess when it came to Broadway, she'd be way too old to do it then, but God, that's such a perfect song for her. And this, if you haven't seen this whole concert series, I encourage you to go try and find it somewhere. But yeah, it's great to see her so many years later, one of the icons of musical theater, still stepping up and still, you know, coming out with these gems every now and then that just make us fall in love with her all over again. That's all the time we have for this video. Don't forget to leave me a comment of what you thought of this video and what you'd like to see in the future. Until next time, I'm Marc Daniel Patrick, and thanks so much for watching.